I'm happy with this rear quarter though. This rear quarter is not bad until you get down here. so we got some rust here. Oh yeah. Yeah, so everything under the trim. So everything under the trim would need replaced. Yeah. Okay. Well, we may be able to do something from the trim on down on this quarter. That would address everything on this side for the quarter, because everything else got a little bit of rust here. Like something actually punctured that and it cracked it, but so we got something going on there. But the rest of this quarter though, bad boy, solid. It's nice. The trunk, now when I first seen the car, the trunk wasn't on the car, so if you look, that's off, but these mounts are loose, like very loose. You can see the, I don't know if you can see that light through there. So we're very loose on that mount. It's moving, you can hear it moving, but so yeah, so that's why that's raised up like that. It's not on there right. Might not even be the right bolts and stuff in there. I think this was kind of pieced together rather quickly before it was moved. But the floor, I'm not gonna try to patch that. I'm just gonna replace the whole thing. From what you can see, I know it's got a lot of junk in here right now, but from what you can see so far, it does look like it's solid. You know, it looks nice and solid along here. Now this area right here, if you've been in the market for Impalas, or if you've owned one and did this repair, those mounts you can access. If you notch that, if you cut that panel out, you can get access to those mounts. So sometimes people did that to avoid replacing the floor, and from what I understand, just kind of easy access to the mounts. But yeah, so this floor, the upper section I believe is good. Yeah, but now you can see that daylight down there. So me personally, you know, I know this could be something that could be easily patched and addressed for a decent price. You know, for a decent price, can be patched and shown some love. But oh, cool! We do have hood hinges. Awesome. Awesome. Well, that saves some money. So we got some hood hinges here. This one doesn't have the spring. Oh, they're down here. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so we got both springs there. Yeah, the floor doesn't look bad over here. But now look at this lower section. Let me pull this out. All right, so I pulled some of this stuff out real quick so you can see what this floor looks like. So yeah, that lower pan, and they do sell this. They do sell this, just this lower section where you have the floor, and it comes up and meets like right around this area and goes, I want to say like an inch or two, maybe a couple inches out, so you can get it welded in. But the lower section, I would say comfortably is beyond repair or beyond patching, unless you want to get fancy with some sheet metal, but I'm not going to go that route. So I'm going to pull all this out, do the one-piece trunk floor, which is your lower section, your trunk, your upper trunk area, the wheel wells on both sides. And I've purchased one of those before for one of the previous Impalas, and it was like like before shipping, it depends where you get it from, but they're like $2,200, between $1,800 and $2,200. Then you got a couple hundred in shipping also, so it gets pricey pretty fast there. But so yeah, that's the trunk. This area here, so where the trunk comes out, and actually there's a trunk pan back there. I think I showed you guys in the last video, but there's a trunk floor there. It's the lower section. So it's pretty much everything from here, from here all the way across to the other side, and it would meet right at that seam there where it's kind of rusted out. It meets in that area there where your upper trunk area begins. So that's what that piece is there, next to the truck and the tires. But I'm not going to use that for this. It could be. It could pay, yeah, it's kind of rusted out on the upper section there. Might as well replace it because it got some damage on this side too. So yeah, probably do that whole whole trunk floor on this one here and just not play around with anything and just get that done. So that's the trunk. But see, I got a little bit of some damage here. I'm not sure what happened there, but got some damage there. Probably from there trying to move the car around or something. Got some rust here, and through there too. So yeah, so you know what? Do the one-piece pan. All this stuff here, between the outside of the car and the inside of the trunk, you can get all this stuff here. So just gonna replace that and not try to toy with, not try to mess around with the current stuff there. But so yeah, it's got it's got some more rust than what I would like, but it is what it is. Can't complain. The trunk though, the trunk lid, doesn't look bad. So when you get in this area here, I don't know if there's too much light. Let me try from this side. There we go. So you can see your rust and everything there. There we go. Yeah, we got some rust in there. So, okay. So we need a trunk lid. Now this area right here, let me rephrase that. So this area here has some rust, but the trunk lid itself on the other side isn't bad. Got a little bit of a dent right there. I'm not sure how well you can see that in the camera, but got a dent there. Other than that, trunk is pretty straight on the outside. So you know what, probably hold on to this as a spare. I think I'd hold on to this as a spare. Let me wipe this lens real quick. I think I got something on here. Okay, but so yeah, I think we could hold on to this as a spare though, because it's not horrible, but it's not great. Okay, so I was trying to get the top up and to the top of the windshield for you guys, but the base of it's not even mounted in there good. So so yeah, whatever, I'll get back to that later. So yeah, now on the inside, like I mentioned in the previous video, the floor was cut out. The car was originally a 4-speed manual transmission car. Its gas pedal's missing, but so yeah, so we got the floor out. The previous person put the wood down here, I guess, to kind of hold some of the stuff, but this wasn't the original interior for the car. This white leather bucket seat, and then we just got the frame here for the rear. Looks like out. Definitely can't use this, but a panel for the rear door. So quick note on these here. The Impala convertibles have a slightly different design on these inside panels, which go on the sides of the seats. So they're kind of like an inner door panel, or quarter panel, I guess, for the inside, since there's no door. But it goes on the inside there, right outside the seat. So you got this panel, the seat, and then the other panel that goes there. This one here is going to be for the passenger side, that one for the driver's side. Doesn't look too hot though, and I want to say there's a difference in measurement too with this versus the hardtop, the convertible one versus the hardtop. I want to say it's a difference in width here, which causes the seat to be like 2 inches or a couple inches more narrow than your hardtop seat. So yeah. And this is just the back part. We don't have the seat part for the bottom, so this really doesn't do me any good. Looks like it was a red leather seat. I'm not gonna try to mess with that. Pad on the dash here. So, from the quick run around that we did, quarter panel, maybe doors, we'll check Craigslist first, but maybe doors, fenders, and like I mentioned before, the front clip, I can do that. That won't be anything I would have to have a shop do, but from the fender forward, or from the doors forward really, I could do that. But that lower section on the quarter in the back down there, we may be able to just do everything under the trim on that quarter panel. The trunk, gonna replace that. It's got some bruises, but and some rust. Gonna replace that. Wipe this lens again. But this trunk also, gonna replace that. Do the one-piece steel, or if I can get this stuff out and really look into it and see if it's not too bad in that upper area, we may be able to patch that and get it to work. But I'm concerned about the driver's side because it looks like there was some kind of collision at some point that pushed it in a little bit, maybe like an inch or two. But I can look into that a little bit more once I get everything out of it. So the trunk, bumpers, the cove panels here, the trim for the cove panels, all that trim there, that cove panel, lights. Yeah, so pretty much everything on the outside is going to need some attention. Again, totally fine. Wasn't really expecting to have anything that was just ready to just throw some paint on and drive. So I get to build this how I want, and I'm pretty excited about that. So, all right, well, we got some rain coming down now. I'm gonna push this back into the storage unit, get this stuff loaded back up inside of it, and start pricing some stuff out. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like it. This is going to be a fun build.